Namaste. This is a short bedtime program, and so let's begin. We're going to start by coming up to standing, and then we're going to work our way down. So slowly bring your weight up to Samastiti, where we'll begin our practice. Namaste. Thank you for joining me this evening. So let's just begin taking ourselves to our Samastiti and take a full deep breath in. And we're just going to start to feel that each out breath is our releasing breath, releasing down to our relaxation, preparing for our bedtime. So deep breath in. And breathing out, just start to feel your shoulders relaxing, your arms becoming heavy, releasing the knees and feeling your feet becoming heavy and sinking down into the ground. So let's take a few more breaths there, full and deep. And as you breathe out, try to start to make that out breath longer. You can breathe out through the mouth or the nostrils. Try to feel that sense of heaviness and releasing. Releasing from the day, whatever type of day that you've had. Releasing, releasing and letting the day go. Tomorrow is another day and you start a new blank page to write our story. We're closing our story tonight, just letting go and relaxing. So take a few more breaths there. Be sure to release the shoulders, release the jaw, release the arms, let the hands be heavy, release the knees, sinking down. Start to deepen the in-breath and start to make the out-breath long and slow. I hope you feel comfortable with your eyes closed, then let your eyes close. Feeling that sense of release and heaviness as we sink down. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Your eyes open, shake out into the hands, roll the shoulders. And we're going to come down very slowly. We're going to curl down into a forward fold. So letting the knees bend, sliding your hands down your legs. Let the knees bend as much as you feel you want to. Just let your arms hang. Let your head hang. Make some little movements with your shoulders. Let your arms swing. Shake your head, yes and no. And then we'll just stay here for some breaths. If you're not comfortable, you can rest your hands on your knees. And just focus on releasing. Feel the weight of the head. Let the shoulders hang down. Let the arms hang down. Let the spine stretch. Comfortable in breath and long, slow out breaths. Feel yourself releasing down. releasing down. We'll just continue with your out breath, releasing. Maybe your knees want to bend a little bit more. Maybe you want to clasp your elbows, whatever works for you. And stay here, settling down for a few more breaths. Then letting your knees bend a little bit more deeply. Starting to walk your hands away from your feet until you come into a down dog. And we're just using this stretch to release, really working on letting go of the out breath, letting go of the day, letting the body have a nice, easy stretch. Take a few more breaths there before you come down onto all fours. If you're not keen on coming onto all fours, then you can just come down and lie down on your front, because we're all going there eventually. So if you're in down dog, just take a few nice, gentle movements there, just arching the back as you breathe out, hollowing the back, lifting the chest as you breathe in, really trying to slow this down. Trying to get a lovely rhythm here. Let your eyes close. If you are lying down on your front, really try to focus on nice even breathing. And then we can all start to slow down the out breath, making this breathing slower and slower, especially lengthening the out breath. And let's take two more like this. If you really locked your arms and you're pressing hard with your hands, just let your elbows bend a little bit. If you're lying down on your front, then you can stay there, or you might like to change and lie on your back. If you're kneeling, we're going to take a wide-legged swan. So bring your big toes to touch, take your knees about mat width, and just sink back into your heels. If you're not comfortable sinking all the way back, I've got a couple of blocks, but a cushion will do. And you can just sit onto your blocks. So when we get into our wide-legged swan, we're just going to make a very gentle little movement, a swaying movement, side to side. Almost like you're trying to sweep your chest from side to side along your mat. And as we're moving slowly, we've got a slow release of the out breath. Feel yourself sinking lower towards the mat. Let your eyes close if you're comfortable. And just continue swaying here. If you're lying on your back, you're just very gently massaging into your back. Just whatever feels comfortable. And let's stay here for a few more breaths. really starting to wind down off your day. Just sinking down. So if you're lying on your back, then it's time to roll over and come onto your front. And if you're in this wide leg swan position, just bring your hands up to a tabletop position. Sit back onto your heels and we're coming down. We're going to sink down into what's called a Sphinx position. Have a little wiggle there, and then we'll all meet on the mat, face down, stretching your arms out in front of you. If this isn't comfortable with your arms in front and you're more comfortable to make a pillow with your hands, then do. And we're going to focus on the breathing. So take nice, deep, even breaths in, but try to really make your out breath long and slow. Remember the SOS breathing. Breathe out slowly. Just try to feel that you're releasing down, letting go of the day, releasing down into your mat. Carry on, we'll take a few more breaths here. Maybe you can make that out breath even slower now. Then bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, back to that Sphinx position. Your forearms on the mat, a little hip roll, and we'll all roll over onto our back and hug your knees into your chest. Give your back a nice massage there. Nice and easy, nice and comfortable. Just checking how you feel. If you take your knees a little bit further away from you, you can massage into the lower back. Bring your knees a little bit closer. You can massage the back of the waist. Or maybe you'd even like to take your hands behind your knees and rock side to side. Take your time, whatever feels good here. Bringing your feet onto the mat, we're going to take a very easy, comfortable lying twist. Have a cushion if you're more comfortable here. Take your arms out to the side and let's just gently move side to side. So we're taking our time here, knees in one direction, head in the opposite. Remember, we're really trying to slow that breath down. Nice in breath, but an even slower out breath. Some of you might like to start working with counting the breath. So you could breathe out for a slow count of 6 as the knees come down to the side. You could breathe in for a count of 4 as you bring your knees back up. So let's just take a few there. Knees in one direction, head in the opposite. If you're counting, just carry on staying focused on that count, or if you're not counting, just make the breath nice and even and flowing. We're still working on lengthening the out breath. Let your shoulders relax down, let your arms relax. And then let's just hold the knees over to one side. Just feel your body melting down into the mat. Let's take a few breaths in this twisting position. You can breathe out through the nostrils or the mouth. Start to feel that heaviness as you're sinking down into your mat. Take a couple more breaths here. And then bringing your knees back up. Let's move over to the other side. Turn your head to the other side. Nice and easy. Feel your shoulders sinking down. Stay focused on the breath, whether you're counting or not. Two more breaths here. And when you're ready, bringing your knees back up towards the ceiling and then hugging your knees back into your chest. And we'll stretch ourselves out into Shavasana. So maybe it's with your knees bent, maybe you've got your legs outstretched now. Wriggle your shoulders. I've already got the cushion comfortably for my head. And let your eyes close. And focus on the out breath. Now a sense of heaviness in the body. Feel like gravity is drawing you down, so there's no effort. You're just releasing down into your mat. Feel the shoulders heavy. Feel the hips are heavy. Legs are heavy. Arms are heavy. Feet are heavy. Hands are heavy. And just focusing on letting everything go. Just every out breath, feel that sense of heaviness as you release from your day into relaxation. So try to stay focused on your breath. Try to focus on that sense of heaviness and release as you breathe out. Let's just stay for 2 minutes. Stay focused. So begin to breathe a little deeper. Hope you haven't fallen asleep already. It's time to bring some movement back. We're going to close our practice sitting up, unless you want to stay down and relax a little bit longer, but I don't want you to fall asleep on your mat. So begin to have a little stretch, have a little wriggle. Slowly roll yourself over onto your side. Give yourself a little good night hug. Stay there longer if you want to, and if you think you're in danger of falling asleep and waking up cold much later, then come up to sitting to close our practice. So when you're sitting, let your eyes close. Take a moment just to see how you're feeling now. Still focus in on your breathing. And keep your eyes closed if you prefer. Bring your hands into your heart center. Bow your head. Namaste. Thank you for joining me this evening. Have a really good sleep. So you can continue just sitting for a few more minutes, just focusing on the relaxation that you feel before you move bedwards. Namaste.